before the weekend, we'll be back in this court. And in any event, we are already in this court for an order which says, as long as the order of Mangota J, the High Court judge, has not been confirmed by the Constitutional Court, then if the printing of the ballot papers has to happen, it has to happen with Mr. Kasukuwere's name on the ballot papers. Despite that, we contested.
The Constitutional Court has just dismissed President Saviour Kasukuwere's application for direct access, citing that it was more of a disguised appeal. So what that takes us is back to the Supreme Court, where we are going to be appealing.
Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Shout out, it's a blessed evening right now, and I just wanted to send some love to you. But again, it's saying breaking news. So the long-awaited judgment for Saviour Kasukuwere, Passenger 34, the leading candidate, so they say, has been dismissed in the Constitutional Court. But before I even let you guys listen to this video, I would like to read a tweet that is sent out this evening. The past 2 minutes, I think. He said, "We have noted the judgment, and interestingly, it opens new avenues for us to appeal the SC judgment, and luckily, we are still within time. As long as the courtrooms are open, it's game on until the fat lady sings." Professor Osmangube, Advocate Method Ndlovu, Advocate Mutero, and team, well done. Battles are lost, but not the war. We fight on. So guys, take a listen to what the attorney and his spokesperson had to say.
The Constitutional Court has just dismissed President Saviour Kasukuwere's application for direct access, citing that it was more of a disguised appeal. So what that takes us is back to the Supreme Court, where we are going to be appealing. We're going to be seeking leave to appeal against that Supreme Court judgment, which upheld the High Court judgment barring President Saviour Kasukuwere from participating in the elections to be held on the 23rd of August. And what we are saying is that it's not over for us. We are going to battle this out, and as such, we have our ducks lined in a row. We still have a pending application before the Constitutional Court again, stating that the High Court order is not valid until it is confirmed by the Constitutional Court. So this in essence still means that we're still very much in the game. We are going to find this out and we show that President Saviour Kasukuwere participates as a presidential candidate in the upcoming elections.
What is the implication of that?
I'll hand over to
Okay, well, good evening. What we can say is that litigation is never a sprint, it's a marathon. So this is a minor hurdle which we are going to overcome. Like what she said, we're going to immediately apply for leave to appeal to the Constitutional Court, and obviously on urgent basis, because the elections are fast coming. So on that aspect, the general populace need not to worry. The interests of our client are going to be taken care of. But more importantly, what was granted by the High Court on the 12th of July 2023 is an order of constitutional invalidity. So we have already filed an application in the Constitutional Court to the effect that the Elections Management Board, which is ZEC, cannot proceed to print ballot papers and exclude Mr. Kasukuwere, because that order in terms of the law, that's section 167 subsection 3, has to be confirmed first by the Constitutional Court for it to have validity. But despite that, we are also in the High Court. I think you are aware of the statutory instrument which was promulgated, SI 140A of 2023, which extended the timelines upon which postal ballot voting can be done. We have challenged that. It's in the High Court. It's on urgent basis. So to us, really, this is a minor hurdle which we are going to cure in no time. We'll do our application for leave to appeal. We'll do our appeal, and before the weekend, we'll be back in this court. And in any event, we are already in this court for an order which says, as long as the order of Mangota J, the High Court judge, has not been confirmed by the Constitutional Court, then if the printing of the ballot papers has to happen, it has to happen with Mr. Kasukuwere's name on the ballot papers. Despite that, we contest it.
So, Dr. Walter Muzembe, you know that he's actually the chairman of his campaign. He also tweeted, he said, a battle setback is not a war lost. Our interest is registered. It is evident we are part of the dispute, therefore part to the solution in the fullness of time. It is for the people, to the people, by the people, at the end of it all. Aluta continua. They are not giving up, y'all. And then also I'm going to read out a tweet that was sent by Alinaka. So I just want to read this tweet quickly that Alinaka sends out. He said, it will take more than an election. Can I tell you why? I also still believe in what he's saying, because if we want to be honest with one another, I don't think there are actually elections in Zimbabwe. Let me tell you, elections are there, but it's the atmosphere, it's the conspiracy, it's the confusion, it is the mess, the chaos that is going down with ZEC, which is Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, in my opinion, and also just the court battles ahead of this election. It has never happened before, which made it harder for many people to really understand what's going on. We all know that there are some people that we know are unelectable. So for that reason, they are trying so hard. But trust me, it's time. It's time. It is over. They will do anything, but trust me, God's time is the best time, and God's time is actually now. So you heard from the attorney that they're not giving up. They would do anything to make sure that he is on the ballot. I'm not sure about the time, but for me personally, I do not want to buy into the narrative of, I know that the court may be compromised, but I don't want to buy into that narrative much. I don't want to invest more into such negativity, but I want to invest more in believing that good and bad will always work for the good to those who love the Lord. And for me, like I've always said, and I stand by my convictions, that Zimbabwe, as we speak now, it needs to be sorted, because this war chaotic that we are living in is unnecessary. It is an embarrassment. It is a shame. Then we have Mr. Monzora too. He has given up. Monzora, after all the shenanigans, the drama that he did, took all the stuff for the opposition party. The daughter who was speaking chaos, absolutely crap, disrespecting the opposition party, Nelson Chamisa and his colleagues. Unbelievable. But finally, the father has pulled out. He said it is over. 87 of his councillors or members of parliament were also banned to contest this coming election because they did not file the suit on time. Or I'm not sure what were the reasons, but I know that they were barred to contest. Interesting days ahead, y'all. And then we do have the Human Rights Watch for this coming election. I would like you guys to take a listen to what they are saying, and then I can come back with the rest of my commentary.
So it is only in Zimbabwe's interest, including the present government, of President Emmerson Mnangagwa, to ensure that the pre-election environment is free, fair, in a way that allows the people of Zimbabwe to freely express their political choices, as well as have an outcome that is accepted by all. It is not in anybody's interest to have yet another contested, disputed outcome, which then only further, perpetuates the current problems that Zimbabwe is facing. So it is in the interest of the government of Zimbabwe presently to ensure that there is free expression, that the election is, is done properly, and the outcome is accepted by all. Further to your question, it is also upon the African Union member states, SADC, the Southern African Development Community, to lean upon the government of Zimbabwe to make sure that it lives up to the prescripts of the AU Charter on democracy and elections, as well as the SADC principles and guidelines on democratic elections. So it's a whole lot of the international community, especially regional and continental, AU and SADC, as well as the government of Zimbabwe itself, because it is in its own very interest that this election is run properly and the outcome is one that is accepted by all.
All right, I completely agree with them. It boils down to you and me standing up and make sure we work together to make Zimbabwe great again. And I know that we've spoken about this and we're still stuck to our guns that you and me are going to hold hands, roll our sleeves. If it's prayer, we would do. If it's commitment, if it's taking a part in this election, we would do. Safeguard our votes, we would do whatever it takes to be out of this chaos. We will do it. And with God, we'll never fail. I've always said to people, show me anyone who fought God and wins. Nobody. Because with God, we are enough. So I guess God is teaching us to depend and rely on him. That's why I don't put too much faith in all the SADC, AU, European Union. Listen, I respect them as bodies because at the end of the day, they are made of the people. But one thing that I've learned is to really put my trust in God more than anything else. And with God, we will not fail. I love you all, guys. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. I know today I came in voiceover, but trust me, we're still together and I'll meet you tomorrow morning. I love you all and God bless you. Bye for now.